All right, Shalom. For the phones, I'm going to go out, praise, glory, and honor to you. How about Shem Shai? By Shem Hawakakodak Rakatham. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone. And to what I can across the globe, preaching the word of truth and sincerity. I want to say Shalom. This is Diana from the great millstone camp of Chicago with a lesson. And, I really hate to give any time to the black woman, all right, or the Israelite woman. I very seldom do lessons on them because to me they're irrelevant, all right, at this point in time. This is my personal opinion about it, but anyway, beside the point, neither here or there. But I want to touch on the ratchetness of our women. With the death of Jerry Springer, I think it was Jerry Springer, and all the foolery and folly that he wrought in Israel, and of course, our people signed up for it, but, he had a lot of episodes. The way he made his money was off of Jake, and Jake's deprived condition, when it comes to the paternity test and baby daddies and coming on the show 5-6 times and not having, not knowing who the baby daddy is, things like that. These things are an everyday occurrence in our nation, man. And our women have proven to be untrustworthy, manipulative, evil, and hateful, and spiteful. And despite all that, when I say we, as in the males, Israelite males, we still deal with them, and we are looking for love, so-called, in all the wrong places, so to speak, because these women are not real women these days, man. They're adulterous, all right? They're murderers, okay? Ultimately, they lack honor, respect, integrity, and accountability for themselves, and also they bear a hatred, a insubordinate attitude toward their husband, and you had these women laying up with other men, pinning the baby, not knowing who the daddy is, and they're out here twerking on camera with their child in the background, filming and things like that, and, it's like nowadays you only see them when they're always being promiscuous or showing off their body, or they got them clips of them so-called turning up and being fucking wild-ass animals, man. All right? I just want to get a couple of precepts of these scriptures, man, because, Jake has a weakness for the nigga woman, man. Even though they have proven that they are not to be trusted for the most part, all right? Now I'm going to get Deuteronomy 28:56. It says, the tender and delicate woman among you, which will not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness. Our women are supposed to be, I know when I was coming up, I was born in 76, and when I was coming up, man, my cousins and the girls in the neighborhood, they would see a spider or ant, they'll scream and run, kill it, kill it. They didn't get dirty. They had fingernails. They were able to go to their fingernails and, painted them, and, they wore dresses to school, stockings, and penny loafers, female penny loafers and things like that. They were more feminine, and we would, grab a worm and chase them with the worm and things like that. These women are not made in that mold anymore, man. Okay? The women have taken on a role of being a man, being manly. And I don't want to hear that bullshit that they tell you that, well, they ain't got no daddy, so I got to be both mom and dad. Hey, that's not fucking true, man. All right? You can still be feminine, but it takes both parents to raise a child because the way the Lord intended it. It says, her eyes shall be evil toward her husband of her bosom, and toward her son and toward her daughter. All right, these women nowadays have a very spiteful and vindictive way, a vindictive personality toward their husbands. They don't want to be submissive. They don't want to listen. They don't want to be led. All right, which makes them rebellious, which makes them unaccountable, which makes them our enemy. You see, and the seed that's been planted in them since Eve, being disobedient and rebellious, all right, has grown has grown wild and rampant in our women, man. And it shows. They have their girls not out at the bar and they're half naked, dressed, and their boyfriend or their husband are at home, and they're flirting with the security guard, they're flirting with the bartender, they're flirting with the guy next, the table next to them. You see, their husband works 60 hours a week, 12 hours a day, to come home to a sink full of dishes, no food, kids still awake, and you have an attitude. You see, they fix you a plate with styrofoam, They give you a portion of a meal that's a first grader that you give a first grader or a baby, man. And I've seen it. I've experienced this. These women that were told lack of respect for the so-called Israelite male. And all you gotta do is Google, look at Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and you'll see the degeneracy of the Israelite woman, man. All right, and she is our enemy. Okay, they're quick to use their sexuality, their promiscuity, to get what they want, to manipulate, and to control men. Although men are the ones out there risking their lives, trying to do the right thing, taking on kids that aren't theirs, all right? All for the woman that they want to be with. But in the end, what do they get? They get an attitude, a popping on their lips. They get the woman being obese, being hard-hearted, being rude, okay? All the qualities of somebody who doesn't like you. Our women have the qualities of the enemy, man. All right? It's, it's Ciroc. Slovakia. Slovakia 12 and 10. It says, never trust thine enemy, For like as iron wrestles, so is his wickedness. And we know I use it, we use it for Esau, but I want to focus on the first part. It says, never trust thine enemy. All right. Now we know we're supposed to deal with the woman as the weaker vessel. All right, and give her due benevolence and things like that. But at the very end of the day, that your wife, your girlfriend, your baby mama, when it comes down to it, to feeding her kids and giving up your location because they're looking for you, she's going to give you up. Okay? She's going to put you on child support because you broke up with her. Hell, she could break up with you, all right, and still put you on child support. Okay? And don't you have a girlfriend or a wife, she can go back to the court and look for an increase. You see? All right? These women have been known to make deals with the devil just so they can be secure. All right? Micah. This is Micah 7 and 5. It says, trust ye not in a friend, put ye not confidence in a guide. In the CSB, it says, do not rely on a friend, don't trust in a close companion. And who's a close companion? Who you call your friend? Your wife, baby mama, your girl. You see? We're not to trust them, man. You work 12 hours, you might be a trucker, and when you're gone, she's laying up, then blames you for not being home, even though you're providing for the home that she lives in, man. Trust you not in a friend, put you not confidence in a guide. Salakia. Keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom, man. All right? We can't tell these women everything because they'll use it against you. You can't tell her your weaknesses or what makes you sad or what happened to you as a youth or how you're vulnerable because she will use that against you and exploit it for her own benefit. Hell, she even fronts you off in front of people when she's angry. That's why you got skid marks in your drawers when I wash your clothes. Yeah, that's why your breath stink. That's why I don't do this, because your wee little. Things of that. You see? All right, don't tell her your damn bank account password, your phone password. You see? Don't let her know some family secrets when she get mad at you. She bring them out during Thanksgiving when she get mad, you know? These are all the signs of an enemy, man. And she's gonna totally disregard the 2 or 3 kids that you took up under and moved up under your roof that you're paying for our food and clothing. You showed a little nigga how to throw a football, and you took a little stepdaughter to the daddy-daughter dance because the daddy wasn't around. You see, those things are forgotten, man. They soon forget how much you had to sacrifice and lowering yourself in standards to be with her. I get a brother this analogy often. When the male lion takes over pride, he kills the goddamn kids that are not his, man. We're the only race, we're the only creature that will adopt and take on children that are not his. You see? Now you have orphans in the animal kingdom and they don't live long. You see? But yet we'll go marry a girl who got 2, 3 kids with different dads, and we'll put them in school and put them in baseball or gymnastics, drive them to and fro, and, instill some values in them. But it all counts for nothing in the eyes of the woman, man. She'll still call you out your name. She still won't respect your authority. All right? This is let's see, so what I read that Sirach 12. I think I read that Sirach 12. This is first address. Let's see. So they're just man, it's a lot. When we get to the point, you know what, like Mother say, man, this is a lesson, man. Ain't no need to rush. Let's go on. First address 4. And 18. Yea, and if men have gathered together gold and silver or any other goodly thing, do they not love a woman which is comely in favor and beauty? You know, guys with money and have good jobs, they want a beautiful wife, man. They want a wholesome wife. They want a wife that's going to be a good representation of them. You see? And letting all those things go, do they not gape and even with open mouth fix their eyes fast on her? Now, is not all men more desire unto her than unto silver or gold or any goodly thing whatsoever? See, men, we're visual creatures. Whatever your desire is, whatever you like in a woman, you're gonna do what it takes to get her. All right? If you ain't got no job, oh, you gotta get a job. You're gonna get a job. Or I like your haircut this way. You're gonna get your haircut that way. You see? All right? A man leaveth his own father that brought him up in his own country and cleaveth unto his wife. All right? And that's part of what we're supposed to do. When we get married and we find a mate, a spouse, all right, we go all out. You know, you hear Jake all the time, man, my girl need this, my girl want this, my girl want to do this. You see, and there's nothing wrong with that. All right, I like to treat my girl to things and all that stuff too. All right, and that's just part of the things of being in a relationship. All right, that we're gonna be intertwined with our significant other. All right. He's thinking of not to spend his life with his wife and remember neither father nor mother nor country. By this also you must know that women have dominion over you. Do you not labor and toil and give and bring all to the woman? And I've been guilty of this. Other men have been guilty of this. You work hard, give a check to your girl, let her pay the bills. You'll go out there and cop some weed or some drugs, cocaine or whatever, with all the risk involved in that, just because she wants to have her nails done or get a massage or something. And you take the funds of that and give it to her so she can live, so you can make her happy. Happy wife, happy life. Hey, that's some bullshit. All right? I remember R. Kelly got a song, R. Kelly and Jay-Z said, power of the P-U-S-S-Y. That's why every nigga in the world just fly. See, we do things for women, man. You drive them big ass fancy cars for women. All that jewelry and fly shoes and clothes, we do it for the women, man. We're not trying to impress no males, you see? So women have more control over men than you think. Yea, a man taketh his sword and goeth his way to rob and steal, to sail upon the sea and upon the rivers, and looketh upon a lion, and goeth into the darkness, and we have stolen, spoiled, and robbed, he bringeth to his love. And you see this a lot during Christmas, man. Somebody's always getting caught breaking into a store, robbing somebody. Why? Because they have the pressure of trying to provide a good Christmas for their kids, man. The girls at home nagging and in their ear, so I get a better job, do this and do that. Just so you can make her happy because she's never satisfied. You see? Jacob go out of his character just to keep this goddamn whore happy. And when she's never happy, she wants to see how far you can go. And I'm going to say this. You can do all those things that she asks and the bitch will still leave you. You see? A man to get up at 4 in the morning on a 2-hour commute for $9.25. All right? Just to please a woman, man. A shameless ass woman. Said, wherefore a man loveth his mother, it's like wherefore a man loveth his wife better than father or mother. Yea, many there be that have run out their wits for women and become servants for their sakes. Many also have perished and have erred and sinned for women, man. And these are the same women that are out there shaking their ass to everybody. OnlyFans pages. Telling you that I got sex, my body, my choice. But the shameless women, man, shameless bitches are out here thinking they're worth more than what they are, man. You see? And men go unappreciated with all the risk and all the sacrifice that they make for these non-deserving ass women, man. All right? Micah 7:10 says, then she that is my enemy shall see. Let me see what it's. Is I get to the point. Micah 7:10. Then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her. Will said unto me, where is thy Lord, thy power? My eyes shall behold her now. My eyes shall behold her. Now she should be trodden down as a mire in the street. And it tells you, like, this woman is your enemy, man. If your woman is requiring you to risk your life and freedom, your health and your sanity to please her, and she's not performing her jobs as a wife, then you out your goddamn mind, man. If she's ungrateful with the things that you provide for her, so she goes to seek attention from other men, she's undeserving of a man, much less a man of the Lord. Okay? But when she starts to understand that the Lord is really dealing with us and how he provides for us, you see, she's going to be very ashamed about how she treated us. You see, because when times are rough, when things ain't looking so good at home, well, where's your Lord? What's his name? He, start mocking the name, mocking the work. You see? When everything's good, she's good. But when things get bad, all of a sudden our Lord ain't nothing. All of a sudden we ain't shit. That's why she don't get everything she deserves, man. Pinning babies on men that ain't theirs, man. Raising up kids that ain't his. Being put on child support. sleeping around on you while you're at work. She taking days off, or she going to work. She leaving like she going to work. She go to her guy crib for 8 hours, man. You see? The Lord gonna recompense them for that, man. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom.